we're going to play a little bit with the number section here. So here I could type the number 3, and then maybe underneath it I'll write 3. I'm just going to clear the formatting and do this again. Okay, so I had something else on that cell. Do you see how if Excel thinks that it sees a number, it right aligns it, and if it thinks that it sees text, it left aligns it? Now, what happens with this number? Let me make it like a 1.34. All right, let's do like this, 0.745. 0.45. What if I wanted to see that as a percent? Well, here I could see it as a percent. If I say, let me get rid of the percent, so I'm going to do Control Z. What if I have 0.456, like I'm just going to type a bunch of things. Okay. What if I see it as a percent? Then, it's 46%, which is the rounded version, but all the decimal places went away. Let's expand the number section. See, right now it has 0 decimal places. So if I wanted to see it to 1 decimal place, see, it would say 45.6. 2 decimal places, 3. I ended with the 4. So I had 6 decimal places in that number, but what if you wanted to round it to 2? You can just keep it like that. Now here's something fun that took me a ridiculously long time to realize that you could do. You can actually just change the decimals right here. That's fun. And once you see that, you're like, oh, why have I been expanding the option and doing it manually the whole time? Okay, so we have that. I'm going to go to clear. Let's clear all formats. There we go. So we have a 0.456. Let me just change it again to the number 3, 0.45. What if that is $1? That's dollars. Then you can have the $sign put in. I don't actually love the way that looks. I'm going to Control Z. The way that I like to see it is to expand the number, come down to currency, and then you have options for the symbol, for how many decimal places you want. If it's red, usually in accounting, it's red if it's negative. Like, do you want to see a negative number with a negative or with a red or with a parenthesis? So it gives you options there. I'll just say, oh, put the $sign in. So we put the $sign in. Again, if I only want 1 decimal, I'll get rid of a decimal. However, money has 2 decimals, so I'll add that decimal back. Okay, so you can play here. Let me expand the number with these sorts of text. Let's type in another number. I'm going to get rid of that. Let me type in the number 1,236. Now, I would like to see a separating comma between the thousands place and the hundreds place because it's easier to read. And so if we expand the number and I say, see that as a number, it will say, do you want to use the thousands separator? Yes, we do. And so now we have the thousands separator. There's no cents, so let's get rid of the decimals. There we go. And if we wanted to add the $, I could say, oh, that's actually a currency. And now we have the $. Let me center it. Okay, so you can play with the type of the category for what it is that you type in. They have number, they have currency, we'll deal with date later, we've dealt with percentage. So there are lots of things. We're just touching the surface here. I'm going to highlight H and clear all. Let's come over to our monthly output, and I would like to add the 1,000 comma separator. I think that the numbers look nicer with a comma. So and I want to actually do that in A and B. So I'm going to highlight A and B. I'll expand the number section. They're numbers, and I want to see the comma separator. And I also don't want to see all those decimal points because in my budget, everything here is round to the nearest dollar. So I'm going to come back and take out those decimal points. Very good. Let me also say that they are dollars. So let me add a dollar sign. Again, you can do this, but and there's different types of currencies you can use. I don't like the way that looks, so I'm going to Control Z. I'm going to expand the number option and just say that it's a currency. And that way I get the dollar sign right there. Okay, we will tackle more in the next video.